Hi everybody, it's Mike DiVita here, and today I'd like to talk to you about the ins and outs of refinancing your home mortgage. So a lot of people have opinions about whether a refinance makes sense. They make a lot of kind of blanket statements. You have to save X amount in interest to do a refinance, and a lot of that information, those opinions, are not based on factual information. The reality here is you have to look at the underlying math of a refinance to make an informed decision. Now, there's two ways of looking at the math. You can look at the short term and you can look at the long term. Now, the short term benefit of refinancing is obviously a lower monthly payment, and that's great. I like to inform my borrowers of the long term benefits of refinancing. How much interest are you saving over the life of the loan? How much money is staying in your bank account and not going to the lender in the form of interest? We always like to go back to the main reason we buy real estate, and that's generating wealth. And when you know this math, that's when you can make a really good decision. And most mortgage brokers are not going to explain this to you. They're just going to explain that short-term benefit. So I want to flip over to our whiteboard and I want to go to a real-time example. It's a hypothetical example, but I want you to see some of these numbers so you can understand what I'm talking about. Now, in this hypothetical situation, I'm assuming a $500,000 30-year fix was taken out at 5%. And this borrower had a $2,684 mortgage payment for 30 years. Let's assume 5 years has gone by. The new balance on the mortgage is $459,000 approximately. Now let's assume there's a proposal to refinance at 4.5%. The closing costs on the refinance are $3,000 in closing costs. Now the new mortgage payment at 4.5 is $2,325. Now that's a monthly savings of $359 a month. That's a nice savings, and that's that short-term benefit I was talking about earlier. Now, we had those closing costs. So divide $3,000 in closing costs divided by $359, and you simply recoup your fees in 9 months, and that is a great, great deal. Now, smart borrowers always come back to me and say, hey, listen, I'm starting over again on this new mortgage. How does that make sense? I'm going back to my first payment. I'm already 5 years in. Now, you can simply stay on the same track of paying down your mortgage in 25 years. This is the new mortgage, by paying a little bit more than that 30-year payment. So in this scenario, if you increase the payment from $23.25 to $25.51, you will pay down that mortgage in exactly 25 years. Now, I'm always available to tell you what the payment is to pay it off in any time frame, okay? So this is still a monthly savings of $133 a month compared to what you had before, and you're paying it off in the same time frame. You still have those closing costs of $3,000. Let's divide that by the monthly savings of $133 per month. So your new break even is 22 months. Now, you just have to simply ask yourself, does this make sense? Are you staying in the house at least 22 months? If the answer is yes, then this is a smart move to refinance. Now, we talked about that big picture math. Now, here's the big picture math. If you stay in your current mortgage, the 5% rate, and pay it off over the 25 years remaining term, the bank makes $346,000 off your home loan. If you refinance and pay it off in 25 years at the 4.5% rate, the bank makes only $306,000 a month $306,000 over the life of the loan. So that's a savings to you of $40,000 in interest. So to pay $3,000 in closing costs to save $40,000 in interest, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And when you look at the math like that and you decide to refinance, you're never going to look back and decide that you made a bad decision. You know the math, and it made a ton of sense. Now, I am here anytime to work out these numbers based on any situation. I do a very thorough proposal where I show you the math, the break even, the closing cost, the long-term interest savings. You can reach out anytime at 1-800-239-1103. Send me an email at mike@mycahomeloan.com, or click on the Get Pre-Approved tab on this page. It's going to start the process, and we're going to help you. We're going to give you that information you need to make a decision that is right for you. So, thank you very much. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.